Okay, so I'm going to install the trolling motor now. Basically what I'm going to do is just line it up with where I want it. Just kind of like so. That's about as best as I'm going to get it. What I've already done is marked off 2 areas I want to drill the holes. Just checking underneath through the access panel here, along this edge here, and along that edge, and also on this one. There's a L bracket here to hold this piece in, so you got to be aware of that you might be drilling through metal. Ideally I don't want to go through that, so what I'm going to do is position it so I don't have to do that. And I'm just going to, these 2 for sure are going in, so I'm going to drill those out first and go from there. So these are the bolts I'm going to use. They're stainless steel. And just going to drill a pilot hole, I think a 3/16 bit, and then I think a 9/16, or sorry, a 3/8 to do the finishing hole for this one. So I use this punch just to mark the center of these spots, just so the drill bit has a place to go in. Basically all you do is push down, and there's a spring action in there. It'll actually punch a hole in the aluminum. Not a hole, but just a spot for the drill bit to grab a hold of. Okay, so the pilot hole is drilled. Just going to do the main one now. Okay, so I got those in. I had to use these spacers underneath here. Just about a 1/4 inch or 3/8 spacer. I just drilled out that hole so these guys would fit through it. Just because this thing here sticks up, as you can see. So with those spacers there, that'll help. When they get tightened down, it'll be pretty good that way. So I'm going to do another 2 bolts here. Then what I'm going to have to do is remove this. Basically just screws on each side. Got 1 left holding it in, and then that'll expose the rest of this rail. And I might be able to get 1 more here, 1 more up here for sure. And then just basically tighten down the nuts, and we're all set. The only thing I don't have right now is washers, so I will need to get some washers. Also using lock nuts, and it is stainless steel, so I will have to use anti-seize on this, just so I don't run into any problems with them galling up on me. So once you get the holes drilled in the trolling motor, basically all you do is then just, I've got these 2 holes here I was lining up with, exactly how I want the trolling motor set on the boat. So put those screws in on the other side, line your trolling motor up, and just mark the holes where you need them drilled. Drill a pilot hole, and then drill your main hole. In the wood a little bit, kind of, just because they may not line up perfectly. It's not the most accurate way of doing it. You kind of just wiggle the bit around just to oblong out that hole a little bit, and you shouldn't have any problems if you do that, lining everything up. Okay, so I've just removed the trolling motor from the mount just to make it a little easier to get all this screws down. Now this screw here hits the bracket right around here, so what I'm gonna have to do is just Dremel that out, just cut it up so that screw head, it doesn't interfere at all, and that should be fine. And then I'll just get my washers, put them on, put my nylock nuts, put a little anti-seize on it, and that'll lock everything in place. I think what I might also do is right under here, because this is hitting just a little bit there, may just put a piece of carpet, glue it on the bottom side here, just to avoid any metal on metal contact, which would just probably be more annoying than anything if it's rattling around. Okay, so I got the trolling motor tightened down. Just put washers, big washers on the other side of these guys, and it's pretty solid in place now. So this is where I just Dremeled out. So this guy here will won't interfere with the supports in here. So I'm just going to put that back on, then I can put the trolling motor on.